Alright, this is Servo recording his first battle for Pokemon Wi-Fi's. Alright, right now I start off with Smeagol, going into my Mag Zone, trying to do the magnet pull so I can kill his Skarmory. Sets up his Stealth Rocks, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Fire. And again, I can one-hit KO it. Then I forget, oh, Skarmory has Sturdy. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's gonna be a pain. So I'm preparing for my next hidden power. I think he's gonna go for the spikes. He has Whirlwind, brings out my Smeargle. So I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll go for a Spore right here. All right, which I do, and there goes a Spore. There we go. So I'm like, okay, let's go to Spore. No matter what else he does, I'm gonna go for a Shell Smash for the setup for my Baton Pass. All right. So if he stays in, he's slept. I do Shell Smash. If he leaves, I still do Shell Smash. So it's whatever. That's what Smeagol's here to do. He sent out his Gliscor, so I'm like, oh, that's gonna be kind of scary. So I'm wondering, who should I bring out? I have two Dragon Pokemon, so I'm like, he probably will go for the Ice Fang or an Earthquake, or predicting the switch, or predicting the Baton Pass. So I'm like, oh, okay. If he goes for Ice Fang, I'm like, all right. He'll probably kill off one of my dragons. So I went out for Dragonite, thinking, oh, multi-scale should be able to save me. But then I forget, oh, he has stealth rocks, and I'm like, crap. So he gets the freeze. I have one berry, which automatically lets me get cured. So I'm like, okay, what should I do? What should I do? I go for the outrage. The outrage, I believe, kills him. Yes, it does. Kills him off, and I'm like, okay, I killed off one of his Pokemon. Next is his Gengar. Gonna kill him too. Gengar is paper thin. And I'm like, okay, so I'm pretty good. I'm up. I'm up by this time. So I'm up 6-4 by now, and then he's like, shit, he got Starmie. I'm like, shit, I have no more Lumber. I'm confused. I go for the outrage, thinking, what the hell? Why not? I kill myself. He goes for the ice beam. You know, it fails. Whatever. So then I go into my fortress. My fortress is my rapid spinner, stealth rocks, utility guy, whatever, whatever. First move he goes for the thunderbolt, and I'm like, oh, I don't know why I went for the volt switch here. I thought I would set up stealth rocks, but I don't know what I was thinking. I'm a noob, so don't judge me too hard. I go into my Reniculus. This is where I see how boss Reniculus is. All right. Uh, this is basically Reniculus from the rest of the match on. Like, this Pokemon is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. We'll see. You're gonna see why. Basically, probably like the next 3 to 4 minutes is just him. So he gets to the Thunderbolt. I set up for the Calm Mind. I should really put Trick Room on this set, but whatever. He goes for the Hydro Pump. Does about 1/3 of my health. It's whatever. I go for another Calm Mind, thinking, oh, I'm boss. Again, I'm a noob in Pokemon. I just started doing Wi-Fi battles. So I'm like, oh, so I go for the recover. Then I'm thinking, hey, I'm just gonna wall every one of his team right now. So by this time, I think I go for the Focus Blast. I do go for Focus Blast. Of course, I miss. Everybody else who gets Focus Blast on me always hit me, but of course I miss. So he's still asleep. I'm like, okay, whatever. I use my Psychic. It's dead. I'm calm-minded twice. I'm like, it should kill him, even though he's resistant to it. So what? Doesn't matter. So then he sends out his Jirachi. Again, I have not sent out my Reniculus yet. It's basically, this is a big stall war between his Reniculus and my Jirachi. All right, I go for the Focus Blast. Takes him down to in the yellow, like below half health. There you go, below half health. Uses Wish. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be a very, 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 very long fight. You know, thinking I'm just gonna, I might as well in the long run, might as well just keep going in. I Focus Blast. No, I use Recover here again. trying to get, just trying to heal up. I'm at full health again. Paralyzed me doesn't really matter. Ranunculus is slower than him, slower than all his Pokemon anyway. Uses his Hydro Pump, does basically nothing, right? I go for another Calm Mind, thinking, okay, three Calm Minds, what's he gonna do? He should be getting scared now. He doesn't have his Skarmory to whirlwind me away, so I'm like, whatever. He brings back his Espeon, and I was like, okay, this is what I think he misplayed. His Espeon also has Calm Mind, and I thought we were just gonna have a Calm Mind war, but he sets up for the Wish, which then I'm like, okay, he's gonna bring in his Jirachi again, you know. So he brings in his Jirachi. I go for another psych. I go for a Psychic. The Psychic actually kills him off. Doesn't matter. I'm three Calm Minds in. You know, so he brings out his Starmie. Basically, is basically a basic sweep of the rest of his team, with just Ranunculus. Yeah, he thunderbolts me, gets a critical hit. I'm like, what the hell? This is my life right now. I get critical hits. I miss Focus Blast. What can I do? So he thunderbolts me again. It does nothing, practically nothing. As you can see, Focus Blast him. Hits this time, finally. I think it kills him. Yeah, it should kill him. Yeah, it kills him. So I'm like, okay, whatever. He's down to his last Pokemon, I believe. Yeah, it's Espeon. Espeon used Hidden Power. I'm like, okay, this is, Ranunculus is probably gonna die. Nope, does absolutely nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Ranunculus is a beast. Do the recover here. Then basically it's another stall war here. He Calm Minds. And I'm like, okay, if you're gonna Calm Mind, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna, I get paralyzed. I go for the Calm Mind here again. That's how I got paralyzed. So he Calm Minds me. He's +2, you know. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna get really ugly really fast. I have to try to get rid of him. I Psychic him, thinking, okay, I have no more Focus Blasts. I kind of want to just end this right now. Uh, he uses Calm Mind again. He's up to three Calm Minds, so he's actually a lot stronger than my Ranunculus right now. However, I don't think he has really. He has only Hidden Power, which is probably Hidden Power Ice, maybe. I don't know, but he has nothing. He Calm Minds again. He's up to four Calm Minds. He's he's better than my Ranunculus right now. Right now I'm up to +3, +4 Calm Minds, so we're kind of the same in the same area of Calm Minds, and we're just going back and forth, back and forth. I think he hits me with another Hidden Power here. No, he goes for Psychic. Psychic does a bit, not much. Doesn't, whatever. It's Psychic against Psychic. My Psychic doesn't do it, so I'm like, okay, we're just gonna have a Psychic War. And I'm like, he has leftovers, and I don't have leftovers. I have a Life Orb, and that's it. So I'm almost like, you know what? I recover just in case he gets like a lucky crit or anything. I kind of want to finish this battle as fast as possible before he Calm Minds out of control. You know. So then he Calm Minds, and then I'm trying to finish this as fast as possible. Before he gets out of control. He goes for the Wish. I go for another, settle for another Calm Mind. I'm like, okay, he's definitely dead. He's gonna go for another Calm Mind. He's gonna go for another Psychic, and it's GG. Good job, Scottman. If you like this battle, just like. If not, just tell me what you don't like about it. Please leave some creative criticism for my narrations, and hope you had a good fight. I hope you like my battle. Have a good time.